We're delighted that we're still being very effective at getting you those things. Thank you very much. Chairman Braley and Ranking Member Davis, thank you for the opportunity to appear today to discuss the benefits of plain language in government communications with the public. This is an issue of particular interest to older Americans, many of whom have regular contact with the federal government, be it for veterans benefits, Social Security, Medicare, or other benefits and services. We commend you, Mr. Chairman, as well as Representative Aiken of this subcommittee and other of your colleagues for introducing H.R. 3548, the Plain Language in Government Communications Act of 2007. We urge the members of this subcommittee, and indeed the full Congress, to support enactment of this legislation this year. It will improve the federal government's effectiveness and accountability to the public by promoting reliable, understandable, and useful communication. Interest in making government documents clear has a long but sporadic history. We understand that as far back as the 1940s, federal government employees have advocated for plain language in government documents. Yet the need for plain language in government communication with the public persists. Interest in encouraging plain language has waxed and waned over the past several decades. For example, in the 70s, the Nixon and Carter administrations encouraged greater use of plain language. And while interest dropped during the 80s, it came back in the 1990s. In order to ensure uniform progress in this area, AARP believes a statutory requirement for government agencies to write in plain language is needed. This should include a requirement that the agencies report to Congress on their progress they're making in meeting this goal. Some may believe the obvious desirability of using plain language in government communications makes such legislation unnecessary. Unfortunately, there's ample evidence to the contrary. AARP hears every day from our members who cannot understand the dense, legalistic correspondence they get from the government. In most cases, this lack of understanding is not the reader's fault, but rather reflects the confusing writing style of the agency. Though I am tempted to provide examples of some of the most inaccessible government writing we've uncovered, I instead will refer you to our written statement as well as those of others. Sometimes these examples of government writing are comical, but the joke, unfortunately, is on the taxpayer. It is common sense that the use of plain language in government documents will save the federal government an enormous amount of time that is now spent helping people understand the information they receive. It will also reduce errors in people's response to what the government sends out. It also will reduce complaints from frustrated citizens. In short, plain language will result in more efficient and effective government. Mr. Chairman, the goal of plain language is simple. Make the documents the government uses understandable on the first read. Though the goal is simple, the benefits are tremendous. Others will testify with some very impressive statistics which will underline that concept. Finally, AARP respectfully encourages Congress to adopt this sensible and much-needed legislation. Thank you.